Hello, investors. Tonight, the markets are panicking. We got volatility up over 17 and futures, NASDAQ futures down over 2%. So what's going on? Well, if you do a Google search, there's a company that over the weekend, everyone was talking about. It's a company called DeepSeek, and they're a China-based company that essentially developed a generative AI technology similar to ChatGPT, OpenAI, in which case they developed that technology at a much more significant cost, and the benchmark outperformed ChatGPT. So now the markets are, I guess you could say, essentially panicking, which is great in a way because it's just a near term thing. But hey, if markets want to take things down, why not? And so they're panicking because they're thinking like, well, we thought this generative AI stuff would be super expensive, but now apparently DeepSeek, a China-based company, proves that it could be really cheap. And so I came across this interesting read right here. An anonymous employee over at Meta basically says the Meta Generative AI organization is in panic mode. It all started with DeepSeek version 3, which rendered Llama 4 already behind in benchmarks. Adding insult to the injury was the unknown Chinese company with 5.5 million in training budget, right? So it cost them only $5.5 million instead of like $80 million to train a large language model that beat them in benchmarks. Engineers are moving frantically to dissect DeepSeek and copy anything, everything they can from it, this person says. And they're not even exaggerating. Even management is worried about justifying the massive cost of generative AI organization. How would they face the leadership when every single leader of that generative AI org is making even more money than what it costs to train DeepSeek version 3 entirely? And we have dozens of such leaders, this person says. DeepSeek R1 made things even scarier. I can't reveal confidential information, but it will soon be public, this person says. It should have been an engineering-focused small org, but since a bunch of people wanted to join the impact grab and artificially inflate hiring in the org, everyone loses, this person says. So it's very interesting because, Meta or Facebook being a top big tech company on the planet, something like this, some anonymous post gives us a little bit of an insight into like how they're thinking on the inside when they're responding to external news like DeepSeek. So again, just one example of a big company like Facebook shows us a representation of what it could be like for many other companies out there, and now how it's reflecting in the markets right now with the market selling off. So what do I think about it? Well, I think it's just near-term emotions. I think the markets will figure it out. Even though DeepSeek was able to build, a model at significantly less cost than ChatGPT or OpenAI, I still think there's still, infrastructure or